Welcome to BMW R12 GS. This is a fantastic release from BMW. I love that they used the 1200 air-cooled engine, air/oil-cooled engine in this retro-looking bike. Absolutely fantastic release. And I had to have a go in this bike, definitely. One of the more interesting BMW releases from previous years. This is piqued my interest immediately when I saw this bike, and I have to have a go. So let's see how it is. Oh, the torque already down low it's fantastic. It's so much fun. I've always said that the big GS is the gravel touring king. It's my favorite bike for touring. I don't have one, I never owned one, but that's because of money. If I had unlimited amount of money, I would definitely have the big GS. But this is definitely a fun release. Maybe more for the local tracks and shorter trips, because there's not that much wind protection and all that, but I love the look of this bike. That's already sold on me. I fell in love when I saw the first picture. Oh, dudes are coming pretty fast, pretty hot. But let's put it on enduro mode and let's get some drift going. Oh yeah, the power is definitely, it's so fantastic to this boxer engines, this kind of size of an engine. It doesn't matter what gear you're in, there's so much power. And I just rode the 390 KTM and this is so different compared to that. The sitting position is actually really good on this. The bar is a little bit high for my taste, maybe. I would potentially be looking into lowering it a little bit or changing the position a bit. It is a bit high in my opinion. But not too bad. At least in the short ride here I'm fine, but I am feeling that it's for my height this might be a little bit too low, but I suspect that most riders will like that high position on the bar, because when I stand up here, oh yeah, it's so comfortable to stand on this bike. So in that sense I might be completely wrong. This bar might be absolutely perfect. Yeah, the quick shifter also works really nice. I don't think this bike feels like it's old-fashioned in any way. This engine feels really modern, even though it is an older BMW engine. It still feels, the bike feels modern in every way possible. Oh yeah, and fourth gear here, crazy torque on this engine. One thing that is missing on this retro style dial here is RPM dial. I don't see RPMs anywhere. I don't know if you can change that to be shown in the digital dash there, but I suspect that it's not possible because it's so small. Oh yeah, this is so much fun. Okay, let's see a bit of a smaller gravel road now. More my taste. I just wanted to see that road because it's a bit more high speed, but let's see how it feels here standing up on the bike. Okay, let's feel it out a little bit. Oh yeah, the enduro mode has a low TC enabled, but it lets you drift a little bit and it lets the rear wheel turn quite nicely to the corners. So I think the enduro mode is quite nice. Maybe a bit more intrusive than I would like. It catches you. Sometimes it catches you a little bit early and sometimes it lets you lose a little bit more. So it's a bit unpredictable in my opinion. Like here it is limiting me a little bit here. Let's put it in Enduro Plus or something. Yeah, Enduro. Yeah, now I don't have ABS on the rear. And now the TC should be completely off. Yeah, now I can feel it. It's definitely giving me much more control through the throttle and not disabling the back wheel from turning. Oh yeah, the Enduro Plus, I definitely favor this mode because it's not catching up me. It's not catching up the rear wheel that much. Oh, this is a violent beast, this engine. Absolutely insane amount of power for this kind of roads and this kind of riding. I would say even too much power. This kind of bike kind of needs the TC in normal riding conditions because yeah, if you're not awake and careful, it can catch you off guard, this engine. Woo-hoo. And this bike has the Enduro package, so let's see, I have to turn here. So it has the better suspension package. I don't know that much details about the Enduro package, but this has the higher grade suspension on it. And the suspension feels really comfortable actually. Like I can sit here in this potholy section of the road and it's not a 1300 or 1250 GS feeling, but it's really nice, really nice. I would see no problem traveling longer distances. Maybe a bit more rough in the surface, like in these little potholes than a big GS, but really not bad. And that might be due to some tuning. You can use the fully adjustable clickers to get your preferred settings, but really cool. I think this is a bit stiff feeling for my taste right now, but not bad at all. Not bad at all. Really comfortable. Like if the suspension is too stiff, I feel like I have to stand up constantly, but right now I feel like I can even sit here and it's completely fine. Woo-hoo-hoo. Jesus, this power is massive. There's just so much power in this engine. You can find trouble with this one pretty easily. It's kind of intimidating to take this kind of heavy bike even on this kind of road and give it the beans, because you are dealing with the heavy girl. I'm taking these corners pretty ooh, yeah, but it drifts so easily, so nicely, and so balanced. Yeah, this is fantastic. Pretty much what I expected from a big GS. Pretty much. I do love a GS, and this 1200 R12 GS is definitely no exception. Really cool bike, really cool feeling and an experience to ride this one. It just rips so aggressive, so violently. Just massive. I'm gonna put it into normal enduro mode, so I have some TC in the rear and I have ABS when I go to the highway. Let's see now. Let's see the quick shifter. Jesus! Wow! Oh yeah, it's a lot of power. It's a lot of power. Okay, let's see the comfort traveling on the highway. 100 kilometers an hour, 60 miles an hour. Feels pretty good, I would say. But the wind protection is definitely lacking because there is none. This is a naked bike, so I can definitely feel that. I wouldn't be happy traveling long distances in this bike using highway speeds. So in this sense, it's kind of lacking, this bike, because it's a big engine, it's a heavy beast, it's not an enduro bike by any means. So I'm kind of on the fence on that sense, because I'm definitely missing some fairing here. Especially now that it's really windy, this weather now. But yeah, what can you expect? It's a naked bike. It's not meant for comfort on highway speeds. But other than that, the suspension feels really nice. The ride is really smooth and comfortable. And the seat feels really good. No worries there. And yeah, I'm running out of fuel, so it's lighting up me on fault, looks like a fault code, but it's not a fault code. It's just running out of fuel. But yeah, this is not fun. I would say don't buy this as a touring bike. It's missing some wind protection. I don't even want to go further than this because I'm not enjoying this. All right, let's see. I had to be a little careful because the road is wet and I'm running knobbies on this bike and I'm in enduro mode, so it's gonna allow a lot of slip. But yeah, there's so much power in this engine, so power wise this is pretty much what you can expect from a big GS thumping boxer engine. You are getting what you pay for. But yeah, I don't enjoy this 100 kilometers an hour doing highway speeds. But the quick shifter works extremely smoothly, as you would expect, down and up. And the bike is really comfortable. And some people have been complaining that these pipes here, you can feel with your leg when you ride. And yeah, that's definitely true. I can feel them against my boot. And they are pretty wide, so it doesn't feel like an enduro bike in that sense. But it's not bad at all. That wouldn't be an issue for me personally. But if you're a taller person, I'm 175 centimeters. So if you're taller than me, you might have an issue with your leg against this setup here. So yeah, let's lower the speed a little bit with the quick shifter. Down 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, it works nicely, really nicely. What's my conclusion on this bike? I'm sorry, I'm not good trying to talk at the same time and handling this kind of beast on the gravel sections. I don't know what to say. I'm just focusing constantly, keeping the bike on the road. But now I can chill. Oh shit, this guy. That was close. Just riding in front of me. No worries, riding like a crazy person. But luckily I was awake. But yeah, I'm riding a little bit slower now, so I can maybe have some kind of a conclusion on this bike. From BMW, this is more of an exercise in style, not really practicality. This is a nice looking bike for local trips and riding around town and even some gravel roads, but I wouldn't buy this as a touring bike. This is just not that. And after you start putting in some fairings to this bike, it kind of loses the purpose of this kind of machine. It's gonna look like shit, and you might as well buy a big GS at that point. This is not meant for that. But okay, yeah, that's it for me with this bike. This is not a bike for me personally, but it was nice enough to get some seat time with this R12, and it is pretty much what I expected. Comfortable, big, feels nimble because the center of gravity is really low on this bike, and yeah, wind protection is 0. And if you think that's gonna do something, no, it's not. It's not doing anything. But a nice bike for anyone that wants to travel in style. Best looking adventure bike on the market today, I would say.